After a hotly contested start to the series, what's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Minnesota Twins.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, you always have to be aware of Mike Trout. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Craig Gentry heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication, one batter into the ball game, that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and I think that's a pitch we're going to see a lot of tonight. It's much different than that four-seam fastball, and he gets a lot of run on that thing.
Line to the right side. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And you can tell that out there on the mound, he's definitely thinking about back-to-back strikeouts here to start off this ball game. He gets it to 2 strikes on the #2 hitter, but then he can't come up with that put-away pitch, and he winds up serving up a 1-out single.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black, or even a little off of it.
Lifted in the air out to right. Sano is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
You know what? I think he's got the right idea here with 2 strikes. All he's trying to do is shorten up and drive the ball the other way. But he didn't square it up quite the way he'd like to, and he just lofts it into the outfield for an easy out.
C.J. Cron will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
Santana comes set. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
To 2-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So a good first inning there for Ervin Santana. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Andrew Heaney is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we've got a gold glover on the mound. Very athletic, very agile. What that does is that'll take away the bunts from the other ball club. They know that he's going to be able to field his position well, so they probably stay away from him.
Danny Santana.
Danny Santana is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Ripped on the ground to first. Underhanded flip. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
Here's Miguel Sano. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners on first with one down. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Drilled to the right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got two men on to deal with and only one away.
Brian Dozier will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with two big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. It's sharply toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. And so with two away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Joe Mauer will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Grounded to the right. A dive. He's got it. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Giovanni Soto will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Santana steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. Out in front of it, strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. One away.
Batting sixth.
Yeah, this pitch absolutely eats him up. The barrel just sort of drags through the strike zone, and this winds up an easy pop-up to first.
Standing in now, Yunel Escobar. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty. One man out. Grounded back up the middle. Escobar comes up with it. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Nicely done there at short. As you see him ranging to his left, he takes it on his forehand side and then flips it to first for the out.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Trevor Plouffe strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Third baseman, Trevor Plouffe.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Giovitella. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Eduardo Escobar gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup and the pitch. Shot back up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Kurt Suzuki set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First delivery to him on the way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, and that is 4 hits already here in the first 2 innings. Now, they need to work on breaking into that run column.
Danny Santana gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First offering on its way. On the ground up the middle. Flips it underhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Quentin Berry is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Designated hitter, Quentin Berry.
Hit to third. Kloof has it. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Into the box now, Johnny Giavotella, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Santana's ready. Here's the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And, you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Craig Gentry will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Moving under it, Santana. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. chopped foul at the plate and will do it again. Ready on 1 and 2. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Eduardo Nunez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Grounded to third. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Sano. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner, it's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Coming to the plate now, Joe Mauer. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And that's the beauty of having an open base. You can work that pitch off the plate and try and get him to chase, and it worked out there.
And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, this guy's been the heart and soul of this ball club for a long time now. He delivers for him again. Picks up the RBI on the base hit here.
Trevor Plouffe steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded. On to Giavotella for the force, and that'll end the inning. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. It's the Twins 1 and the Angels nothing. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Santana looks in. Here's the 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. To third. Blue fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Into the box, C.J. Cron. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana sprinting after it. 2 down.
And with 2 strikes, when you force a hitter to hit your changeup, that's how you take his power away, especially when it's down in the zone. That's a sign of a smart pitcher right there.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the catcher, Giovanni Soto. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So very nice work there by Santana. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Eddie Rosario is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Lays off 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
In there, and it's even at 1. Rolled slowly to first. Cron scoops it up, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, That's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Digging in now, Eduardo Escobar. He singled his last time up. Hot shot down the line. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
The catcher, number 8, Carter Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner towards second. Simmons, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Yunel Escobar will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Into the seats, 0-1. Line softly toward the hole, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. The second for one. On the Mauer, it's a double play.
The batter, the designated hitter, Quentin Berry.
Quentin Berry stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Santana gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santana is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels go quietly there. They still trail 1-0. Danny Santana comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 0-2, here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun is there, 1 away.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game. And
I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
Eduardo Nunez will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. One run, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to third. Escobar is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order, but they're up 1-0. Johnny Giavotella will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Ready with the 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Craig Gentry will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Called a strike there. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hit hard towards the hole. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
And that at-bat right there, that's exactly why this guy's such a tough out. I mean, he's not going to launch too many balls into the stands, but he will do this, and that's work the count in his favor and then come through with a solid single.
Cole Calhoun will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. hit hard on the ground towards second. There's one. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Angels held in check there. They trail this one 1-0. Brian Dozier will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Grounded to short. Taken in by Simmons. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman, number 7, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just 1 away.
Trevor Plouffe stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he's no doubt searching for a ground ball here as this sinker dips below the knees. It's 1-0. 1 run, 8 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. Simmons on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll go to the 7th now in Game 2. Minnesota leads this one 1-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Mike Trout will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
But one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
The 1-0 delivery. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the 2-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. On to first and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
C.J. Cron will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And that misses 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Giovanni Soto will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Eddie Rosario will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
Sent on the ground out to second. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Hard hit towards center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
He's working on a 3-for-3 ball game now. And he's been automatic all night. Comes through with another big hit right there.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Comes set, now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runner at first here, one man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Runners on first with one down. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Hit hard to short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it, and that's exactly what he did.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
Your attention, please. Now
The pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
Danny Santana will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. In there at the knees, strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, and he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Line drive, base hit left field. The tag put on by Soto, and he is out at home plate.
Yeah, normally teams have their weakest arm out there in left field, but he says, what? You gonna run on me? Oh, no, I don't think so. He comes up throwing here and nails his man at home.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even meeting it. But at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Miguel Sano strides in, grounded out his last time through. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Brian Dozier comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Smoke toward third. Oh, great stop by Escobar. And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as this side is retired. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Leading off the inning, Yunel Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Smoke toward the hole. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. And now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Swing and a liner. Foul. Nobody out, runner on first. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
The next pitch will be number 74 for Santana here tonight. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High pop-up. Mauer is over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far, as on cue we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Quentin Berry. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Johnny Giavotella will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Rosario is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Hector Santiago is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Hector Santiago.
Joe Mauer digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
First baseman, Joe Mauer.
Hard hit ball to second. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
0-1.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, how about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Eddie Rosario stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. Two out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Oh, man, and he hangs in there beautifully against a tough left-handed reliever. Here's another look at it. He just keeps that front shoulder in there and strong, gets the barrel of the bat through the hitting zone, and then he just stings this one for 2 bases. Man, that's pretty.
Eduardo Escobar will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Now the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Scorched to third, fielded by Escobar. On to Giavotella for the force, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Twins 3 and the Angels nothing. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Craig Gentry will stand in to start off the 9th here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Perkins comes set. Here's the 0-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Cole Calhoun will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. And that nearly came back to the outer edge.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. The win would go to Ervin Santana if the lead holds. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Ervin Santana. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 3-0. Good night from Minneapolis.